Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? This reading is for June 17th, 18th, and 19th. Why? Because Mars is squaring up to Uranus. I know. Let's all take a moment and laugh about this. It is the most funniest planet out there, Uranus. Anyways, now that we got that all out, this is going to trigger 3 spiritual tests in the next 3 days, including, and it started today already, and it might have already started the night before or a few days before, because people who are sensitive to this energy, you already felt it and it was kind of calling to you anyways. These spiritual tests are going to define your path. This is a cosmic pressure point, and the universe is watching to see how you react to this. Remember, Mars brings in action, but Uranus brings in chaos. One test is going to be that somebody, and it is a person, will play a significant role in your life, okay? So pay attention to that person, because if you miss them, you're missing the entire point. This isn't about passing the tests. It's to see or show the universe how far you have grown. React wisely, or you will repeat the lesson. Watch how the universe delivers these tests. Change or be broken. This is a collision of how you think the world works as to how it actually works. Mars wants war, but Uranus wants surprise. So your test number 1 is going to be something will come to force your hand. This is a test of courage. This will be a force. And you will have no time to think about it, okay? You will have 0 time to think, and there will be no time. And you won't get a second chance to ever redo it again. You'll know that you passed when everything around you shifted. So do not wait for certainty. Only the real ones will know what to do, and this wave is going to echo. This will change paths and timelines forever. This energy is going to last for 3 days, and it's going to echo all of time and space, because time is going to be warped in odd ways. Remember, Pluto is still in retrograde, so Pluto has a hand at this alignment. It's time for you to be present, so fully be aware in your present moments, and don't take people, purses, watch your purses at this time. Don't take people or opportunity, like people, places, and things, don't take it for granted, okay? This is going to be caused by splits in vibration, okay? So you're going to see a divide. And this is basically goes into test number 2. A lot of your relationships are all of a sudden going to feel distant. Maybe you're going to try to reach out to someone and they feel farther away from you than they ever have been. Maybe there really is distance between you and somebody, but you guys are not lining up at all to be able to talk or have a conversation. Your relationships, you are going to be separated, and it's going to be caused by distance, and there will be no fighting, and nobody did anything wrong. Not that person and not you. Nothing. So there's nobody to blame. And this is what's going to confuse everybody. It's just simply a shift or separation caused by vibrations. Okay? Do not force this, because evolution for the other person, that other person needs time and space to grow. In order for anyone to evolve, they need time and space to grow. So let's say I vibrated up here, and let's say whoever my significant person or my destined and fated partner is, he's vibrating here. Well, the reason why we can't match up is because he's not vibrating here. He's vibrating down here. So the divide, remember I said in my last reading, there is going to be a split. You're either vibrating high or you're vibrating low. There is no in between anymore. God allowed time and space. And these people who are vibrating right here, they have one chance and one option. Are you going to meet the rest of us, or do you want to stay down here? Okay. Splits of vibration. Time and space to grow, because this person down here has to catch up to you. Okay. Allow this evolution and this time and space, because this is growth. Okay. And because when that person does return, when he does level up, or she levels up and returns back to you, that person is going to be so much better and more appreciative, and the relationship is going to be deeper than ever before. What was meant for you will always be yours. Do not chase and do not force. This will be your test of faith. Do you trust the process? Remember, this is a recalibration. It is frequency, energy frequency is taking priority over familiarity. Okay. Either one. Okay, so let's just say this person doesn't want to match you. He or she wants to stay down here. Doesn't want to do the work, doesn't want to do the healing work. Well, then that person wasn't going to be meant for you, and that person will be replaced, even if that was your twin flame or divine counterpart. That person will be replaced because you have a higher calling. You are already vibrating higher for a reason, because you were called to do something and you were loyal to the divine. And because of that, they will immediately replace that person, okay? And that person is going to have to regret that for the entire time they walk this earth. And maybe in other lifetimes as well, because that person will be replaced. Remember, neither person did anything wrong at this time, so do not try to blame that person. That person's not doing anything wrong. This is simply an energetic divide, okay? And this is because your relationship has to operate under different rules, all right? This is about frequency. There will be no betrayals, just distance. This distance has to set you free, okay? This sets you free for momentum. Uranus is doing this so that people who are meant to be with you will magnetize closer to you, okay? They need to feel the absence to grow to match your frequency. And those who are not will be a ghost, and they're barely even a memory. You're not even going to remember them, because before they're gone, this starts today. This is preparation. Your soul needs to breathe without the old echoing in your ear, okay? Test number 3, a person who will play that significant role in your life, you will admit what you wanted all along, but you lied or you hid it and you didn't want to tell anyone. The lesson for number 3 is touch what you fear to desire. That is your lesson, because desire is a weakness buried under shame. Someone told you you weren't good enough for whatever it is that you wished or wanted or you desired to have. But touch what you fear to desire will be your soul's calling. Did someone tell you you weren't good enough to have a unconditional loving relationship or a partnership? If that is what you truly desire. Did someone tell you you weren't good enough for that job? Did someone tell you you weren't good enough to have money or to be successful or whatever it is that it is? This is for you to wake up, because it will run so deep and it's going to surface to the point that you can't escape it. It's almost like you're going to scream this on the top of the mountain, okay? If it is like let's say you love a person, but you've been hiding that, you're going to end up probably going on social media and oh my God, I love this person so much and I can't live without them. It's that deep, okay? Remember, Uranus is forcing change and Mars is taking action. This is the energy. I have anxiety today. And it's not because, oh, I'm anxious. Actually, I'm actually feeling pretty good, but it's the energy. I feel like there's somewhere I need to be and something I need to be doing, but I have to wait because I don't have anybody that lives with me. I already know, and I've been feeling it for weeks at a time, that something huge is gonna take place, and I'm super excited about it. I feel like celebrating, but I have to go to work today, so I can't really celebrate. This energy is gonna hit you like a surge of energy, hence the anxiousness or the anxiety that I have. Like my leg is shaking as I'm doing this reading. Energy isn't always subtle, okay? Uranus is bringing in sudden shifts. Don't judge it, don't put a name on it. Just surrender to the reset. This will not arrive in comfort, but it's gonna come like a voltage or a surge, okay? And this is due to Mars. Your rhythms or your routines are gonna be off, and this is your new timeline, basically, coming online. If you felt this energy early, congratulations. You're an early bloomer. Enjoy the higher or hyper clarity because you're the one that's receiving the clarity. Notice cravings of direction and not food. Something big will happen, and this current is very strong. Just pay closer attention and adjust your lenses, adjust your eyes before the wave comes crashing down. And when that wave crashes down, the ones who felt that energy and paid attention, those are the ones that are gonna rise because you felt it first. Soon, everyone is going to feel this energy if they don't feel it today. The person who is significant in your life is not what it seems. This person was disguised as your gatekeeper. Maybe you thought this person was your soulmate. My last reading, this card came out and I kept it on top because I knew there was something significant. Gatekeepers, the unknown. The person was disguised as your gatekeeper. This is the most important person and or test. This energy will feel off, yet familiar. You won't even be able to explain it. There's gonna be a magnetic pull. But you and that person have a test, and it's gonna be disguised by noise, by distraction, by other people talking about, maybe, let's say if that person's in a room full of other people and it's not you, they're all gonna talk about you in front of this person, and vice versa, okay? Gatekeepers are never dressed in robes. They're not dressed in glowing and light. They come in broken packages. They say things that are super simple or very strange and yet so aligned. They might confuse you, annoy the shit out of you, and even distract you. But that's the entire point, okay, of a gatekeeper. But the test is, do you have the mind and the availability to actually see them for who they are supposed to be in your life? The test is, can you recognize divine timing in an awkward encounter? Can you receive wisdom when it doesn't arrive in a pretty package? This energy goes on until your invisible power ignites on the the Celeste energy is coming in, so I can't say this word, the solstice, there it is. Your invisible, okay, this energy goes on until your invisible power ignites on the solstice on June 20th through 21st. And if you think the Mars and Uranus is going to be powerful, just wait for my next reading tomorrow. So, can you treat every moment, even the inconvenient moments, like a gift or a hidden door? 3 days, 17th through the 19th. If you fail to engage and you miss it, and you decide you want to rush through the moments and you walk right past the key, because you misjudged your messenger or the messenger, your message and your timeline will close. Every gatekeeper is a mirror. You only pass when you can no longer flinch at your own reflection. This is about perception and being fully present in the now. See through the disguise. Not everything profound will feel profound. It might feel out of place or weird, but keep in mind, Pluto is retrograde. So embrace the weird. Get used to different. These are the moments that will change everything. When I see this gatekeeper, there are gatekeepers in all dimensional realms, the realms of the unknown. Some offer protection and support. Others manage our dream time and only allow higher vibration energies to work and communicate with us. Gatekeepers only show up when your spiritual or intuitive gifts are open, offering you safety and guidance. What temptations are knocking at your gate? You drew this card because either your gifts are being heightened or opened, or your gatekeeper is trying to communicate with you. You remember, a gate is simply an entryway point. You can either enter or you can exit. Your gatekeeper is your guard that stands alert, safeguarding those of both the physical and spiritual threats that surrounds us daily. As above, so below. As within, so without. They are the five senses relating to our physical senses, but they are also connected to our spiritual senses, which we are responsible for what we allow into our lives. We must guard what we take in by using discernment for false narratives, distractions, lies, deception, or anything that attempts to divide and conquer us. This card may suggest that spiritual warfare is on the rise and a need to up your physical or spiritual protection. Remember, evil only shows up when you get closer to God or anything that is divine. When we come from a place of love, we not only honor the legacy of the ancient gatekeepers, but we also fulfill the role that was entrusted to each of us as spiritual guardians. Wake up, peoples! Anyways, let's just dive right into it because that got real deep. All right, something did pop out. Oh, a woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman is going to be very significant in the next 3 days. Be careful of who's trying to divide and conquer you. Also, a man. Dealings or relationship with a man is going to be significant. Maybe this man is going to have a path with money that is waiting for you. Who knows? Maybe the woman does. Maybe these two people are going to try to hinder your journey. Who knows? But a money path is waiting for you. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay? Elephant. What else do we need to know? Boat. Money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Some of you might be taking a journey. Maybe something significant happened. Maybe you're going on vacation or you already came back from vacation. I do get a spiritual awakening occurring. A lot of people are waking up to a lot of truths at this time. 3 cards about money, and this is in reverse. No longer, there's no more affairs with family. The curses and everything has been broken. The contracts, I do get that. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. This I know is significant for me, but this and I won't be until next month. I had a lot of guys that took the money from me, and as above, so below, or whatever. What you reap, what you sow. You know. Rainbow, the most difficult part of your situations is over. Again, things will be restored. Peacock, this is one of my favorite birds, by the way. Beware of your ego and pride, or someone who has pride and ego around you, okay? One more, and then we'll move on. Ooh, we got 2. Notice how things are just popping out of nowhere, right? Needles and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Yay. And this card came in reverse. It's frying pan. So no more accusations. Your name is being cleared. People see you for who you are. Basket. You're going to get reward for merit. This is about, I already know. I feel like the justice card needs to come out, and balance and restoration. We're being restored. Yay. Let's get some kind of card. Advice card. We needed some advice for the collective for the next 3 days. It's time. The time is now. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart for so long. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. Many of us are being called. Let's get a moon card. Moon card. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Oh my God, this can't get any better. And look, inside that moon, there's the balance scales. I knew it. I was waiting for the justice card to come out. Oh my God, this is beautiful and amazing. All right, what do we need to know? What does the collective need to know to move forward today? That's too many. Let's put it back. Mars and Uranus energy. What do we need to know? I'm already liking it. Oh, first card out of the deck is the Empress in reverse. This woman doesn't take care of herself. She doesn't take care of the children. She doesn't make anything beautiful. She is the complete opposite of this woman. This woman is the Empress. She makes everything beautiful, and she has gone through hell and back to bring a blessing into this world. So, this woman has codependency issues. This woman doesn't take care of anything. So what does she want? Could be a mother figure. It doesn't have to be. But this woman is very significant in somebody's life out there. Could be a bad mom because she doesn't take care of her kids. Oh, she has clarity. Balance will be restored. Now that she has clarity, she's no longer fighting. Actually, she's been restricted, or she's going to jail, one of the two. Could be spiritual jail as well. She could be trapped in a mental prison. Maybe she didn't realize what she did was wrong. Again, forgive those who did a wrong. She didn't know any better. Maybe she had a dark entity attached to her. Whatever it is, she now has clarity. She's no longer fighting. Why? Either the spirit realm is tying her hands, or maybe she's going to jail. Who knows? Either way, she's done. This is karma playing out. She will receive her karma. What goes around comes around. Or this person is going to come back around in your life, and you need to restrict yourself from her because she's just holding you back. Her priority was money. She just wanted stability. She ain't going to get it. This is backfire energy. Anyways, moving on. Some of you actually are going to be getting a very, very stable offer. And it is bringing in money. Some of you might be in your feelings because you're not playing games anymore. You're grown up. You healed. Maybe you healed something from your childhood. Whatever it is, you healed. And some of you might be in your feelings a little bit about it because it's like you miss that. Some people will miss that feeling because now that you healed it, you miss something that was familiar, Some people are depressed at this time because they're going to be losing something very tangible. Money, again, this is people with great pride and egos. It's also clearing of karma debt. There is an aggressive communicator that is coming in. There might be an air sign and a water sign that might go toe-to-toe with somebody. Or there's an air sign that's got some aggressive, truthful communication, but this person is balanced. He's in love. I don't know if they're together. It could be like a sister or a friendship, co-worker. Might be a father and a daughter situation, but Pages typically are younger individuals. This is a king. So it could be a daughter to a father. She's got some aggressive truth that she has to deliver. And you could be a water sign or a man in love, but you're very balanced. You need to balance this situation or give love to this, maybe, you know, this communicator, okay? It is a child. You need to apologize to an air sign or your child because the real villain has been exposed and you need to balance that energy. Remember, energy was meant to be received, not to be echoed, okay? If you are a water sign or you have a child and you do love them, apologize, offer them love, because there's some sort of balance that needs to be balanced out, because somebody's name also is being cleared at this time. There could have been a lie from the past that resurfaces, but whatever the case may be, this is just to bring the relationship itself back to balance and for it to be loving and kind again, okay? Moving on, there has been a judgment call made. Some of you are gonna have to make a choice and you are gonna have to put a lot of work and effort in, and some of you are not gonna be reconciling situations, especially things from the past. Why? Because you have some inner work to do and you have an inner knowing that these people weren't good for you at all. They took advantage of you. Whatever the case may be, you did make a good choice, but a judgment call has been made by the universe. So right now you're just putting work and effort into yourself. You might feel a little isolated, left out in the cold, but yes, you are being protected at this time because the universe is guiding you to somebody who's been lying. They don't want to face the truth about something, so they're just going to text you, email you. They don't have the balls to call you up or face you face to face, because we all know a real man would do this. But this is not divine energy. This is someone wearing a mask, putting on a show, and he's gonna do it and hide behind words, emails, and text messages. Yes, you will be guided to this person. You already know who this person is, and he ain't fooling nobody but himself. Anyways, moving on. Oh, ending. There's a death to the situation. Or this person who's been lying, putting on a show, is going to have a spiritual awakening. Why? Because it was destined and fated. Things are working out in everyone's favor. Destiny has taken place. There are going to be some destined and fated events. What you do not see coming, all the secrets already came out. Darkness already came to light. Were you paying attention? Or do you just feel it? Blockages have been removed. Paths have been cleared. You can see clearly now. You're healed. You're not brokenhearted. I'm not. I can see very clearly. Fire sign, feminine energy will say. Queen of Wands energy, if you resonate with this card. Doesn't have to be a fire sign energy. If you're just a younger, creative, vibrant woman, you already know the truth. And nobody is helping you. Nobody helped you. You know the truth. Also, you're not cutting ties with somebody because it was part of your soul purpose. I had that same thing. Your job, forgive someone for a wrongdoing or forgive yourself. You also have a heartfelt conversation coming in that might actually give you more truth, okay? If you are a Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, doesn't have to be a wealthy woman. You are in your money bags. You have a heartfelt conversation coming in with a younger fire sign. Doesn't have to be. A younger person trying to take some action to come towards you. Why? I think they're in regret and they feel guilty. They need you to soften the blow of their punishment. What they did not know is that they're not getting their wish fulfillment. So if you are this Knight of Wands energy, can be a fire sign, doesn't have to be, you're a younger male that reacted in a way that you weren't supposed to. What you did not know is you're not going to get your wish fulfillment. Why? That woman is protected. You were just doing it to protect yourself from something. You didn't want the truth to come out, because I just got the Justice card. This is all about truth, justice, and balance being restored. This is restoration to the ones who got, things taken from them. Time, money, energy, their reputations. There were people talking about these people, and I'm included in this, people that wasn't even in the room. These people I didn't do anything wrong to anybody. I was out minding my own business, trying to freaking get my health back. And what did everyone do? They went behind, they tried to ruin their lives. Why? Because there was something inside of us or you that they couldn't have, or that, they were just upset about. These are dark entities. But anyways, truth, balance, and justice. You will be restored. Again, the energy is moving slowly, but because Mars is now in Uranus, expect some acceleration, just a little bit, not too much. Things are not going to start accelerating until June 20th through the 21st, when the solstice begins. When this truth comes out, somebody is going to lose a battle. Somebody doesn't want to move right now, or they're not moving forward. Why? Because your soul needs to rest. You're not moving forward. The universe might have put pause on your soul right now, or your life. And things around you might start seeming like everyone's moving fast forward. That pause is for you to rest. That happened to me for 2 years. Nobody knew where the fuck I was. I was gone from existence, but I really wasn't. I was here on Earth. I was just, my soul needed some rest, some much needed rest. I was facing a lot of health issues, and I had nobody but my 2 children, and I tried to keep it from them. They didn't even know. One of them knew, but I did a really good job trying to keep it from them. Anyways, do not put any work and effort into anybody who is not loving and kind. It doesn't even happen. This is feminine energy, but I'm going to go with feminine and masculine energy. This woman doesn't want to work. She don't love anybody. She don't even love herself. So if she can't love herself, why do you think she would be able to love you? This could be a mother, a family person, could be a friend, a coworker, anybody around you. She doesn't even love herself, and you know it. So don't put any work and effort in, because she ain't gonna put any work and effort into you. Somebody is going to have a very happy family. I feel like this woman might have got exposed, and now the family is happy. They all knew it was her, but it was like, they all didn't want to say it. They all knew it was her. I had that in my family. We all knew who this woman was in our family. We didn't talk about it. We kept it quiet, but one day it came out, and the entire family was like, oh dear God, I thought I was the only one. And we all had a laugh, Oh well. Yeah, everybody knew. And they are going to get a new beginning, because now it's out in the open. It's not a secret anymore. Just be cautious right now, especially if you are an earth sign male. Doesn't have to be, or if you're a wealthy man, be very careful at this time. For some reason, at the beginning of this message or this reading, I mentioned purse. Somebody could be pocket watching you at this time. So be very cautious. Pay attention to your finances. I'm going to just say this to anybody out there. Please pay attention to your finances. I had a lot of fraud that hit me in the last few years. I am actually going to be going to court, because these people are going to have to shut down. They've been using my identity and all of their accounts, and there's bank accounts in my name that they tried. And what they did was they changed my last name as well. So these accounts are going to be shut down, and people are going to have to pay the price. It's like little by little, I'm going to get my life back, because everyone else tried to steal a piece of my life from me. How weird is that? You know what I mean? Damn. And I know I'm not the only one out there, because I heard like 1 out of 9 people this actually happens to. So anyways, if you are an earth sign or a wealthy man and you got money out there, just be cautious. Anyways, for us all, especially if you are this person, you have a very good change that's happening around you. All you have to do is let go of something from the past, okay? You have to turn your back and walk away from something from the past. This is actually going to be very healing to whoever resonates with this card, okay? Again, earth sign masculine energy. Doesn't have to be. If you're a wealthy man, you're in your money bags and you're a business-oriented, like-minded person, okay? Walk away from the past. This is a good change. Somebody might be traveling and they're not going to be happy about it, but they do need to release themselves because they're in a contract. They made a vow to the universe. Somebody who's married might release themselves from their marriage. Be careful, because all they're going to do is steal money. Because they don't want to struggle. All right, God's got something to say. This is my Hierophant card. If you have legal issues, before I begin, someone's going to release themselves before they go to court. Why? Because they took more than they gave. They didn't want to struggle, so they're not going to want to face you in court. Okay? God has something to say. What is God's words? There is something that you do not see coming. Also, you might have to make a decision. It kind of has something to do with like your spiritual tests. So there is something you do not see coming, but stand in your truth, or you might have to fight just a little longer. And this is spiritually, okay? But stand in your truth. Air signs, feminine energy, or any woman out there that resonates with the Queen of Swords. It doesn't have to be just air signs. What people do not see coming, God is calling certain people to tell the truth, and they've been fighting for it, okay? So keep being truthful and honest, all right? God sees you. Don't worry about the other people. Message for the fire sign, masculine energies. Doesn't have to be. If you're just resonate with the King of Wands, you're charismatic, kind of, you know, you got you're very artsy maybe. You are going to be separating yourself or getting a divorce if you're married. Something's not over, something might come back around that will lead you to that separation. Or you might not want it to end, but it's going to be forced, like you do. Yeah, the contract's broken. You're breaking free from a contract. You are going to regret this or be sad over this, but it has to be done. Some of you might have to put matters into your own hands. Why? Because you're about to... you're about to have it all. This is 10 of Pentacles. Keep doing what you're doing, people. Why? Because you have a brand new beginning. This is a woman, can be anybody. This person's stepping off into the unknown. Brand new beginnings. You will have your wish fulfillment and you will have it all. Just keep walking your path, people. You keep doing the right thing. I did notice only a lot of this masculine energies, they're all in the upright position. There was only 2 feminine energies that were not in the upright position, but looks like one will have clarity. And that's what we're trying to do, is get everybody into the upright position, right? So keep sending out that love. Keep praying for these people, especially the ones with dark forces attached to them, because they don't know any better. We need to, let's go to the dice. Let's see what the dice have to say for us. I want to get some new dice because I'm kind of getting bored of the same dice. Number 7 is significant at this time, so July, it is for me. 7 days, 7 o'clock. A lot of you are getting the yes answer, thumbs up. Excuse me. Somebody might be letting something go, and yes, let it go, okay? It's saying that the energy is still a little slow today, but it is going to start picking up soon. just not today. Okay. Oh, somebody was not smart when it came to a child. So if you have something significant in the backgrounds of, let's say, Native Americans, I'm like picking up like on Cherokee, tribal ethnicities. There's something very significant, maybe because I know a lot of separation has occurred over the years, and you know, we've all migrated, and we're all like, nobody's 100% here in America, at least, or probably all over the world, but there's going to be something very significant, and I'm getting more on a spiritual, like attuned level, like messages. You might find yourself wearing more turquoise or being turned on to the color of turquoise at this time, or from here into the celeste. There's something very significant. I know turquoise is very ancient, and it has a lot of tribal meaning, so that's significant at this time. There's a lot of people that don't feel loved, but they are very curious. They're not in their hurt spaces, but they are very curious. And those are the people that we need to reach, right? That's what this is all about. Being spiritual just means you're in tuned into the energy. Has nothing to do with, magic and all that stuff. It's just being in tune to the energy. Has nothing to do with religion, nothing at all. In fact, even Jesus was trying to tell everybody how to do it and how to open up your third eye, because he was spiritually attuned. All you got to do is just tune into the energy, because you know, that's what energy is, everything. The number 2 is significant. But a lot of dark forces right now do not feel loved. They just feel privileged. They're very insecure, but they're very curious. Let's continue. A lot of you guys need to keep the hope and faith alive and be very optimistic during this time. Again, somebody's house is turned upside down. They're very insecure, and they do have a dark entity attached to them. This person is going to lose everything, their house, everything, because of their insecurities. That's getting a little weird. Completion of a cycle. It's over. 10. October's significant. 10 days, 10 o'clock. Some of you all need to go on vacation. The only reason why you're not going on vacation is because you don't have any money. Maybe you just need to put your mind on vacation. You know, if you don't have the money to go on vacation, because I'm one of those people. I've been traveling for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden, in the last few years, because everybody took a lot of things from me and stole from me, time, money, and energy, even people, I have not been able to go or afford to take myself anywhere, really. So honestly, it doesn't cost anything to go to your nearest beach or to go outside and just soak up the sun. Turn it off. Turn off your phones. Just stop thinking about everything and just be, Put your mind on vacation. It really does help. Somebody did not get the reward that they thought they were going to get, and they are going to take a huge fall. Well, I don't watch the news, but my son does. My oldest son, he does. And the only reason why I know what's going on I only know a little bit because I didn't look into it. But I don't watch TV. But Egypt is very significant. I already know that, Israel and Iran, they started on the same day that it was aligned in the stars. But it's not just them. It's like a whole bunch of people got together and just said, you know what? We're going to go crazy. Ape shit crazy, right? Things that don't make sense. And the US is involved. So is a bunch of other people. Even India. Egypt is very significant, but if you live on over there, I don't know who's all like overseas. If you do follow me at all, the sun is gonna shine in Egypt. I don't know what that means. Part of me wants to look that up too. Something about the pyramids, the way that they were aligned towards the sun. Some people are going to take a mental fall. Definitely go out and move into the sun. Something's coming back around and a lot of you don't see it coming. It might put you in your head, but you need to get out of your head. What goes around comes around. And the same thing keeps coming back up. There is like could be a middle class family, but there is a family that has a dark entity attached to them, and their whole house is just gonna tumble. I feel like there's a group of people. Maybe the middle class is gonna fall because I said there was gonna be no in between. Maybe we won't have a middle class anymore. It'll be upper and normal. I don't know. That's crazy. We are heading into a new era. There are going to be a lot of changes, so you never know what's going to happen. Definitely keep the hope. Somebody needs to plant a tree. Maybe to like somebody's loved one wants you to plant a tree. It just is like as a memory of them. They might not have left anything behind as like a legacy, but maybe as this tree grows, it'll be something that it'll be the part of their legacy. Definitely stay optimistic at this time. Let's let something go today. We haven't done the declare and decree deck in a while. So here we go. It popped out real fast, so I guess it was meant to be. Anyways, here, take a snapshot, do what you need to do. But this is for you, for all to speak out into existence. Or you can write it down on a piece of paper and put it in a bowl, whatever it is that you do. There's no right or wrong ways, but this is for you. All energy that blocks my spiritual gifts and insight are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All energy that blocks my spiritual gifts and my insight are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So long, suckers. All right, well, I guess we just end this energy, huh? Or energy. We end this reading. So we can all move on. Oops. Let's end this beautiful reading because a lot of good came out in this reading. Yeah, definitely a big, huge mess is going to have to be cleaned up when this is all over. Oh, well. Like I said, just be in the present moment because it's all part of the process. Things have to be destroyed so we can build brand new and start all over again. Ooh, well. Transcendence, we are in the middle of a transition, but the card that came out is key holders. Now that's funny because I was talking about gatekeepers. Are you going to, when a person, sometimes we have soul contracts, okay? And a person will cross your path to hand you a key so that you can go open another door or have that opportunity. So it's funny that this card came out, key holders, but at the bottom it says breaking free. Sometimes people have to break free from a group of people to go towards their gatekeeper or that to grab that key so they can walk through the door of where they're meant to go. Remember that. That was significant for someone out there. Anyways, gatekeepers, breaking free. There is not one person in this world who does not know who Yeshua or Jesus Christ is or was, and that is the true meaning and power of love. Just as Jesus embarked on his journey and what his true mission and messages were then and what they still are today, they all resonate within all of us. It's time to break free from the chains, and Jesus has given us all the keys to break free from the chains that bind us. You are being called to break free and start your mission or soul purpose, just as Jesus has done. May the history of his royal priest, spiritual warrior, and messages live on and move you in the right direction. Some of Jesus's words are, do not worry, do not fear, love your enemies, love your neighbors, love yourself, humility and service to others, being a peacemaker, love God, do not worship him or false idols. And most importantly, you are the light of the world. Let your light shine. Jesus had many teachings, and yet, hold on, I just lost my place. Be careful of distractions. Someone might try to put an illusion over your eyes or face, because all of a sudden, everything went blurry and I couldn't see what I was reading. Very bizarre. Jesus had many teachings, and it is up to you to be a truth seeker and find what resonates with you in your soul and answer that call. All of his teachings show one's love for God and that we are worthy to be a part of this world, your Creator's kingdom, and Jesus was honest and very enlightening. No one is above the laws of the divine or the laws of the universe. Once you understand how the universe works, let your light shine before others so that they may see you and the works of our Creator. It is time to take that key, break yourself free, and be who you were meant to be. Come on, peoples. We've been called. Be who you're supposed to be. And good luck on your spiritual tests. If you need help with this energy, make sure you can always wear black and ground yourselves. Also, again, your energy is in your hands. I'm a Reiki healer, so a lot of light workers, we are well aware of our energy, right? And a lot of us do handwork. A lot of the Asian cultures believe in that too. Hence, that's where I got that from. So, this is, get your hands and feel your own light force energy. This is your prana, right? And you can place it wherever you need, your throat, your heart. I would suggest the heart space at this time. I am not you. But if you're just feel where you need to put it. Sometimes like at night, I put it around my belly area, like my solar or my sacral, because a lot of people might have taken your ideas, your self-confidence away. That's where shame is all. It's in your solar. I think it's your solar. That's where where you lose your self-confidence. So a lot of times at night, I always place it on my belly area. It helps. It heals. But again, if you are fearing, do not fear. But if you are fearing just a little bit, ask one of the utmost highs. Ask your angels, ask, your ancestors to walk with you today or any day of the week or with your children. You have one job, and that is to love and to not fear. Okay, that's 2 jobs, but that's our jobs. That was the only thing expected out of us, was to just love one another, love yourself, and do not fear. Anyways, Mars and Uranus. Good luck, y'all, and may we all come out stronger and better than we were yesterday. Until we meet again, namaste.